songs of me, I cannot stop you. I'm not against it. Just keep it out of the stream. I don't know. Just be respectful. Yeah.
A very bad idea here. And as people point out, also a pretty hypocritical one as well, where Francesco here says, did you just call all modders vulgar? Let's not kid ourselves. Skyrim didn't become popular without modders playing a significant role.
Oh, well, that's also because the game was unplayable, essentially. I mean, more so that, but like, yeah, there was a lot of corn mods for Skyrim. Absolutely. That definitely contributed to it.
Also, Rule 34 still exists, so don't kid yourself about being high and mighty over vulgar characters. For God's sake, someone on your team was responsible for designing the skin-tight outfit on your main character, as pointed out here. Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like those vulgar modders are in the room at the development team, but that's just some more hypocrisy, and overall,
they should have made their characters really ugly. Yeah. Wait, actually, that's not true. There are people who fetishize, like, really ugly characters as well. It might be a small minority, but still.
That's not a great idea. We saw Capcom try to do this about a year ago, and they made this whole idea that they're going to crack down on mods that are offensive to public order and morals. The most draconian and sterile rule we've ever seen here, and again, that backfired horribly. You're just egging people on. But the difference between Capcom and this studio is that Capcom is at least successful enough where they can have any sort of influence, and people might actually want to play their games and mod them out of spite. But yeah, clear case of someone being so Puritan-like over this stuff that they're willing to cripple their own sales that are already struggling enough to begin with. So that's on them, that's their decision, and it's clearly backfiring right now because the only attention they're getting is people making fun of them, not people who are interested in buying any of their games. Now, like I said earlier, we're going to talk a little bit about Avowed. Now, this game has faced a lot of controversy for reasons that are quite obvious, but you can see here, its release date is February 18th, coming up in a few weeks.
All right, I'm excited.
Willing to shill out $70 for this. I'm sure you're...
70 clams? $70? How much? Oh, how much was Baldur's Gate 3? Baldur's Gate 3 price. $60. Yeah, I feel like $60 is like premium gaming price, not 70. $70 is, I'm like thinking that's like the digital whatever, like deluxe edition. They're aiming for it to be better. I mean, if it is, we'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna be a fence sitter, chat. If it's bad, then it's gonna be kind of funny. The people are gonna be like, oh my god, I paid $70 for this piece of shit.
Going to be a little bit disappointed when you find out that the art director of this studio has said some very disparaging things about gamers. We talked about this
a few weeks ago,
fellas? But just to highlight the most insane tweet out of all of this Matt Hansen individual, who was the art director, saw Elon Musk complaining about pronouns in a video game, and especially in a fantasy video game setting, and he said this: sickos.jpg. I wanted so badly to make him mad with my game, and I cannot believe it actually happened. Just wait until...
No, you did not do that specifically to piss off Elon. Don't kid yourself, come on. You put it in the game because you wanted to. If you're putting something into the game to spite someone, you're not making a good video game. I'll say that. You should make the game because you want to make the game.
You see the default, you sad little shit. Anyway, Avowed comes out February 18th of next year. Give it a whirl if you feared of the woke my mind virus. You can tell they were like literally their hands were shaking on the keyboard.
My mind virus.
They were so excited they couldn't even properly type out their thoughts on Blue Sky. Of course this was posted on Blue Sky.
Poggers.
But this obviously dredged up a lot of controversy. It's a very bad look, not only to say these things, but also give the impression that you make games just to spite your ideological opponents, like Elon Musk, who, by the way, didn't even know you existed until this reply and probably still doesn't know you exist. It was a very bad look, and people immediately labeled this game as woke, and it's really crippled probably a lot of sales. Now here's the strange update with Avowed, as pointed out by Mark Hearn here, getting multiple reports that Avowed is being removed from people's Steam library.
What?
The community hub was also still gone at this hour. Avowed is famous for its art director practicing illegal DEI hiring, which...
Oh, that guy that said that if you aren't white, then you get favoritism. Is that the same person? Again, there's been a lot of drama surrounding that stuff. Yeah, it's the same guy. Yeah, I remember that. Those tweets they dug up did not look good, man.
There's also something I should mention that they openly shared that they will hire people and give them benefits for being diverse instead of just being a white person.
I'm diverse, I'm a fox girl. Can I be in it?
Publicly admit, and also illegal. And also it features pronouns in character screen, and it was called out by Elon Musk. We already know all this stuff. But this was the message people on Reddit saying Avowed was missing from their Steam library. People started to suspect that something was happening with Avowed. Some people saying that this was more trouble ahead and they might be delaying this game, which honestly, given everything going on in the industry, it wouldn't be too shocking to have something like that happen as they try to clear up something in the game so they can kind of restore their image here, because they have been dismissed as a woke game made by people who don't have respect for gamers.
That's not necessarily the case just because of that, because Assassin's Creed Shadows was delayed like, what, 3 times now? They've just been saying that the game's not good enough. They didn't remove Yasuke or whatever. They're still keeping him in the game and stuff, but they just aren't making a good game. Yeah, 2 times, that's still a lot. It was supposed to come out in November last year, and they delayed it again.
However, the Avowed Steam directory here would return. You can see the forums were back up, and people immediately returned to their posts here, and they started roasting Avowed once again. They posted this saying, openly racist game dev, not buying a game made by an openly racist art director who claims the game was made just to piss off conservatives. The person saying,
I'm not gonna lie, you posting about this is kind of funny. I think, like, the silently not buying a game is more respectful than making, like, a massive fucking... Like, you're going on the game discussion forums. You already lost in that regard. Again, you're allowed to do it. I just think that my perception of you going on the Steam discussion forums for a video game... It could also be trolling, for sure, 100%. But it doesn't look good. Just don't buy it. It'll die on its own if it's a bad game overall.
If you're about to purchase Avowed, you will free to do whatever you want. Just remember one thing: Matt Hansen, the art director, literally hates you. It goes on and on, but I saw this post right here, and man, it's just funny. I want to share it with you guys because it's a gem. It says, "Please respect Obsidian Entertainment." Folks, let's keep it real.
This is a troll post. Not because of the Pepe, the cute little Pepe with the Santa head. I'm only saying this because everyone who knows that Obsidian Entertainment, it was a good studio, they did not make these games. The people that